Welcome to another edition of the Simpson Storm Coach Show. I am Zach James, and we are joined here today by head wrestling coach Clint Manny. Coach, how are we doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
You guys have one conference duel under your belt, Cornell. It was a much better performance than last year. Could you assess the performance?
Again, like you said, it was a much better improvement from last year. You know, we went up to Mount Vernon last year and got pounded pretty good, 42-0. But then again this year, tied going into the last two matches of the evening, 16-16. So to say we improved, I think is a little bit of an understatement. But again, I'm not happy anytime you put a mark in the loss column. That's not what we're looking for. So again, as far as the guys we put on the mat, I think they wrestled very tough, competed against a very tough Cornell team. They were ranked 5th in the nation at the time. We had some very good individual performances. So overall, I would say it was a good performance individually. But again, we're always looking for winning those duels. That's the key to success. So.
Since that night, how's the psyche of the team been?
I think we've had a pretty good positive attitude. We were pretty banged up going into Thanksgiving break, so it was nice to have a few days off for Thanksgiving. But really, I think the guys started to finally believe in themselves and the stuff that we've been working on for the last couple of years. You know, they finally got to see the actions put in place, and then good things started to happen once they believed in themselves and competed for a 7-minute match. So hopefully, and I think from our performance at Co that following weekend, the guys' confidence levels are continuing to grow. We're starting to feel comfortable wrestling quality opponents, and that's what it's really about here in the Iowa Conference. So,
is it a concern or a blessing that you only have one senior on the roster?
I kind of consider it a blessing, you know, as far as going out and talking to recruits and such. You know, it's a good thing to go out and talk to those high school seniors saying, hey, look, this is our core group of guys. These are going to be your teammates for the next 2 to 3 years. So, you know, with a young group, they're just starving for leadership. And Corey Stratton has really stepped up and done a great job for us, being a leader in the room, out on the mat, in his everyday life. Everything he does, he's really been a great leader. So being only a junior, he's kind of been forced into that leadership role, but he's done a great job. He's taken it and run with it, and the young guys are really thriving off of his performance so far.
What are you expecting from the young guys as the season progresses?
I just want to keep a positive attitude and keep learning, because again, you know, again, on the Iowa Conference being as tough as it is, you're going to take your beatings and your lumps here, especially as a freshman or a younger guy to the program. But also, at the same token, take it and run with it and improve, but have confidence in yourself, knowing that, you know, we're not David and Goliath. It's a pretty even playing field if you believe it and go out and just and have confidence in your own stuff. So,
the Simpson Invitational is coming up this Saturday. What are you looking out of that?
It'll be a great test for our guys. Again, not that we haven't wrestled tough competition yet this year, but having Wartburg #1 in the nation, Co #3 in the nation, and then Grandview being a top 5 NAIA team, we've got some studs coming into our gym this weekend. So trying to, again, make sure we're wrestling the best guys in the country, so when it gets down to the conference tournament, national tournament time, they've been there, they've seen these guys, they know what to expect, and again, hopefully they realize that we can compete with these guys. So yeah, the Simpson Invite's always a very tough tournament, but again, looking forward to seeing some good competition.
You've been on the mat. Just how intimidating is it to face wrestlers from the #1, #3 teams in the nation and that such?
That's the beauty of the sport of wrestling. It's an even playing field. There's not 10 against 1. It's man on man. So one-on-one is, you know, you can take it that way and be intimidated, or you can step up to the plate and really thrive off that competition and go after that kid that's ranked 1st in the country. Again, if you can beat him here in the Iowa Conference, you can beat him at the national tournament. And that's really what it's about and what we enjoy about the sport, especially with the competition we have here in the state of Iowa and around the Midwest, is being able to go and compete every single weekend, every single tournament against some of the best kids in the country. So again, it can be a little intimidating for a new guy to the program, but you can take it one way or the other, and hopefully, again, with our performance so far this year, the guys are believing in themselves, and they have confidence every time they step on the mat.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, best of luck this weekend.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. For the Simpson Storm Coach Show, I'm Zach James.